Good evening. This is All India Radio, and I'm Abhishek Kumar with the news at 9. The headlines. New Delhi decides to stop its share of river water which flow into Pakistan. Prime Minister says terrorism and climate change are two biggest threats to mankind. Addressing India-Korea Business Symposium in Seoul, Narendra Modi invites Korean investment in transport, power and urban infrastructure. Government approves air travel entitlement to all Central Armed Police Forces personnel on Delhi-Srinagar-Delhi and Jammu-Srinagar-Jammu sectors. President promulgates 4 ordinances including Muslim women protection of rights on marriage second ordinance. Samajwadi Party and BSP announced their final list of seat sharing in Uttar Pradesh for Lok Sabha elections. Russia warns US against deploying new missiles in Europe. And ISSF Shooting World Cup gets underway in New Delhi. The government has decided to stop its share of river waters which flow into Pakistan. In a series of tweets, Minister for Water Resources Nitin Gadkari said India will divert water from eastern rivers and supply it to the people in Jammu and Kashmir and Punjab. According to the Indus Waters Treaty, subject to certain conditions, India has the right to use water flowing in eastern rivers Beas, Ravi and Satluj, while Pakistan controls the right to use water in western rivers Indus, Jhelum and Chenab. Mr. Gadkari said the construction of dam has started at Shahpur Kandi on the Ravi River and the Uj project will store India's share of water for use in Jammu and Kashmir and the balance water will flow from second river Beas link to provide water to other basin states. He said all these projects have been declared as national projects. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that terrorism and climate change are two biggest threats to the mankind. Unveiling a bust of Mahatma Gandhi at the Seoul campus of Yonsei University today, he said, Mahatma's life and principles provide a clear solution to these problems.
आज मानव जात पूरे विश्व में 2 गंभीर संकटों से जूझ रही है। एक संकट है आतंकवाद का और दूसरा संकट है क्लाइमेट चेंज का। अगर महात्मा गांधी के जीवन को देखें तो इन दोनों समस्याओं का समाधान महात्मा गांधी के जीवन में, उनके आदर्शों में और उनके उपदेश में हम खोज सकते हैं।
Earlier, the Prime Minister inaugurated India-Korea Startup Hub in Seoul. Delivering keynote address at India-Korea Business Symposium, he said, the India government has introduced flagship program Startup India with $1.4 billion fund for 4 years to create a startup ecosystem in India. Mr. Modi said India has emerged as a land of opportunity and no other large economy in the world is growing at over 7% year after year.
India today is changing from an agriculture-dominated economy to an economy led by industry and services. An economy that is close to one that is globally interlinked. An economy that is known for its red tape to one known for a red carpet. India has emerged as a land of opportunities.
Mr. Modi said there is a huge demand in India in transport, power, ports and urban infrastructure sectors and urged Korean businessmen to invest in these sectors and use their strong technological capabilities and capacities. The Prime Minister said that South Korea is a truly natural partner of India and business relations between the two countries have come a long way. Addressing a gathering of Indian community in Seoul this evening, Mr. Modi lauded their efforts in development of Korea and strengthening cultural and religious ties between the two countries.
भारतीय कोरिया में रिसर्च तथा इनोवेशन में योगदान दे रहे हैं। भारत में रहकर कोरियाई कंपनियों को R&D फैसिलिटीज प्रदान कर रहे हैं और यहाँ रहने वाले भारतीय कोरिया की आर्थिक समृद्धि के साथ ही यहाँ की संस्कृति और सामाजिक जीवन में भी बढ़ चढ़ करके हिस्सा ले रहे हैं।
The Prime Minister said that India, which is the 6th largest economy in the world, is moving swiftly to become a $5 trillion economy. Our correspondent covering the visit reports that Mr. Modi exhorted Indian diaspora to contribute in nation building.
Ending his first day of visit on a positive note, Prime Minister called upon Indian community to inspire and motivate at least 5 non-Indian families to visit India. He said it will be a great service to the nation and help in increasing tourism in India. Earlier, reinforcing historical and civilizational linkages between India and Korea, Mayor of Gimhae city called on Prime Minister. Gimhae and Ayodhya have sister city relationship. Thousands of years ago, Princess of Ayodhya Suriratna had married King of Korea. Members of India-Korea Parliamentary Friendship Group also called on Prime Minister Modi. With Rajkumar, this is Anshuman Mishra, AIR News, Seoul.
Mr. Modi reached Seoul this morning on a 2-day visit to South Korea. He will hold bilateral talks with South Korean President Moon Jae-in and receive Seoul Peace Prize in recognition of his dedication to international cooperation, global growth and human development. The Home Ministry has approved entitlement of air travel to all personnel of Central Armed Police Forces, CAPFs. The ministry approved the entitlement of air travel on Delhi-Srinagar, Srinagar-Delhi, Jammu-Srinagar and Srinagar-Jammu sectors to all the personnel of CAPFs. The decision will immediately benefit approximately 780,000 personnel of the CAPFs in the ranks of Constable, Head Constable and ASI who were otherwise not eligible earlier. This includes journey on duty and journey on leave, that is while going on leave from Jammu and Kashmir to home and return. This facility is in addition to the existing air courier services for CAPFs that have been steadily extended in all sectors by the Home Ministry to help the Jawans cut down on travel time during their journey to and from home on leave. President Ramnath Kovind today promulgated 4 ordinances. These are the Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Marriage, 2nd Ordinance, the Indian Medical Council Amendment, 2nd Ordinance, the Companies Amendment, 2nd Ordinance, and the Banning of Unregulated Deposit Schemes Ordinance, 2019. The Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Marriage, 2nd Ordinance has been promulgated to give continued effect to the provisions brought in by the earlier ordinance. This ordinance declares the practice of instant triple talaq to be void and illegal and also to make it an offence punishable with imprisonment up to 3 years and fine. It will protect the rights of married Muslim women and deter the practice of divorce by instant triple talaq. It also provides for payment of subsistence allowance and custody of minor children. The Banning of Unregulated Deposit Schemes Ordinance has been promulgated to have a central legislation to tackle the menace of illicit deposits making activities in the country. The Indian Medical Council Amendment, 2nd Ordinance has been promulgated to give continued effect to the work already done by the Board of Governors as per the provisions of earlier ordinance. The Companies Amendment, 2nd Ordinance has been promulgated with a view to empower the central government to allow certain companies to have a different financial year instead of as determined by the tribunal. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
आज प्लास्टिक पोल्यूशन से नदियों और समुद्र में मछलियां और कछुए मर रहे हैं और सड़कों पर मवेशी भी। पर आप चाहें तो इसे रोक सकते हैं अपना डोनेशन देकर। डोनेशन देने के लिए अगली बार जब बाजार जाएं तो कपड़े या जूट का बैग साथ ले जाएं और प्लास्टिक का बैग इस्तेमाल ना करें।
आपका ये छोटा सा डोनेशन है पर्यावरण में बड़ा योगदान और यही है आपका ग्रीन गुड डीड। ग्रीन गुड डीड्स मतलब कुछ हरे भरे काम अपनी धरती के नाम। पर्यावरण, वन एवं जलवायु परिवर्तन मंत्रालय द्वारा पर्यावरण हित में जारी।
नमस्ते, मेरे गांव के युवा अब खूब तरक्की कर रहे हैं। पूछो कैसे? गांव के जो युवक युवतियां पढ़ लिख कर भी बेरोजगार थे, अब कौशल प्रशिक्षण हासिल कर विभिन्न नौकरियां करते हुए अपनी पहचान बना रहे हैं। और ये सब मुमकिन हुआ है भारत सरकार की दीनदयाल उपाध्याय ग्रामीण कौशल्य योजना के कारण, जिसके तहत 1217 कौशल प्रशिक्षण केंद्रों में ग्रामीण युवाओं को रोजगार आधारित प्रशिक्षण दिया जा रहा है। कौशल पंजी ऐप में अब तक 13,20,000 ग्रामीण युवा अपना पंजीकरण करवा चुके हैं।
युवाओं को एजुकेशन के साथ ही स्किल की ट्रेनिंग मिले, इसका ध्यान रखा जा रहा है।
आप भी कौशल पंजी ऐप द्वारा दीनदयाल उपाध्याय ग्रामीण कौशल्य योजना में रजिस्टर कर अपना कौशल निखारें और रोजगार पाएं। ग्रामीण विकास मंत्रालय, भारत सरकार।
In Uttar Pradesh, Samajwadi Party and Bahujan Samaj Party today announced their final list of seats they will contest in upcoming Lok Sabha elections. Of the total 80 parliamentary seats in the state, they will together fight from 75 seats. Bahujan Samaj Party will contest on 38 seats and the Samajwadi Party on 37 seats. Our correspondent has the details.
Samajwadi Party will contest some of the high-profile seats which include Kanpur, Allahabad, Varanasi, Lucknow, Ghaziabad, Bareilly, Faizabad, Balia, Gorakhpur and Jhansi. The 38 seats on which Mayawati's BSP will contest include Meerut, Agra, Gautam Budh Nagar, Aligarh, Ghazipur and Saharanpur. The seats of Amethi and Raebareli have already been left untouched as promised by both leaders in the joint press conference held few days back. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Employees Provident Fund Organization EPFO has decided to provide 8.6% interest on Provident Fund deposits for 2018-19 against 8.55% in the last year. The proposal will now go to the Finance Ministry for approval. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu today inaugurated an All India Radio FM station at Nellore in Andhra Pradesh. Mr. Naidu congratulated AIR's Director General for fast completion of the prestigious project and said he was happy that the people of Nellore would have access to AIR's programs in the local language with local flavor. The dream of manufacturing light transport aircraft within the country will be a reality in 4 years. Talking to AIR in Bengaluru today, National Aerospace Laboratories Director Jitendra Jadhav said Saras Mark II multi-role transport aircraft being developed by them will be supplied to the Indian Air Force.
Saras Mark II, we have already got in principle approval from Ministry of Finance, and we will be positioning this aircraft within 4 years' time. This aircraft will have digitally controlled engine, so it will be one of the best aircraft from the fuel efficiency and the lowest operating cost. Also, it has a pressurized version, which is very important for the Indian Air Force to operate from the high altitudes.
Another highlight of Aero India show today was that Army Chief General Bipin Rawat flew to the light combat helicopter LCH. Talking to media persons, the Army Chief termed the sortie in LCH as a lifetime experience.
It was a wonderful experience to have got the opportunity to fly inside the LCA. The avionics of the aircraft are very good. I could also see the manner in which the pilot was carrying out the targeting, both in the radar mode and other modes. And if this gets added to the inventory, it will increase the strength of our air power.
You are listening to the News at 9 on All India Radio.
पापा, हमारा पक्का घर बन जाने पर नया सामान लोगे ना?
क्या क्या चाहिए हमारी बेटी रानी को?
हॉल में रखने के लिए टेलीविजन।
अच्छा, और
मम्मी के लिए किचन का सामान और पापा घर के अंदर एक टॉयलेट। हमको टॉयलेट के लिए बाहर ना जाना पड़े।
जरूर बेटी। अच्छा, और बताओ, रानी बेटी को फिर क्या क्या चाहिए?
मेरे लिए एक स्टडी टेबल, चेयर और किताबें रखने के लिए एक अलमारी।
हाँ, हमारी बेटी पढ़ लिख कर बड़ी अफसर बनेगी।
क्यों रानी को झूठे सपने दिखा रहे हो?
अरे ये सच है। ये देखो हमारा लेटर। प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना शहरी स्कीम के अंतर्गत अब हमारे पक्के घर का अधूरा सपना होगा पूरा।
सच?
जी हाँ, अब सबके सपने हो रहे हैं पूरे। प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना शहरी स्कीम के अंतर्गत मिलने वाले घरों से लाखों लोगों ने अपने घर का सपना किया है पूरा। अधिक जानकारी के लिए अपने स्थानीय शहरी निकाय से संपर्क करें।
हाउसिंग फॉर ऑल, सबके लिए घर, ये हमारा सपना भी है और संकल्प भी है।
Russia has warned the US against deploying new missiles in Europe, threatening to retaliate in kind by targeting Western capitals with its own new weaponry. Delivering a State of the Nation address, Russian President Vladimir Putin said the US abandoned the 1987 Arms Control Pact to free its hands to build new missiles and tried to shift the blame for the move on Russia. The ISSF International Shooting Sports Federation World Cup 2019 gets underway in New Delhi today. Various events in the World Cup will start from 23rd of this month and end on 27th at the Dr. Karni Singh Shooting Range. The tournament will have 16 Tokyo 2020 Olympics quota places up for grabs. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. New Delhi decides to stop its share of river waters which flow into Pakistan. Prime Minister says terrorism and climate change are two biggest threats to mankind. Addressing India-Korea Business Symposium in Seoul, Narendra Modi invites Korean investment in transport, power and urban infrastructure. Government approves air travel entitlement to all Central Armed Police Forces personnel on Delhi-Srinagar-Delhi and Jammu-Srinagar-Jammu sectors. President promulgates 4 ordinances including Muslim women protection of rights on marriage second ordinance. And ISSF Shooting World Cup gets underway in New Delhi. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.